Hi, my name's Natasha Welfare. I'm a mental health counsellor, and one of my areas of special interest is in working with couples. I've been working on some couples counselling tips. I have a new one today, but just taking a few moments to recap on the couples counselling tips leading up to this point. So, couples counselling tip number 1 was called Rock the Boat, Baby. And what I was talking about here was having the courage to rock the boat from time to time in a relationship. Don't be afraid of conflict. Don't be afraid to sort of speak out if something's not right. If we don't do that, what tends to happen is we build resentments, and actually things just come out a little bit sideways, in a toxic way, in a distorted way further down the line. So it's a really good skill to practice and a really good habit to get into. Get your needs met, speak out loud if something's not working for you. And then you can resolve issues as you move along. Couples counselling tip number 2 was fight fair. And what I was talking about in this one was avoiding that temptation of sort of scoring points in relationships and almost doing that character assassination thing that can be quite tempting when we feel like we're on the back foot, when we're feeling a bit vulnerable, like if we feel sort of threatened. So focus on the issue at hand and, really resist the temptation to drag all of that old stuff into the present moment. Couples counselling tip number 3 was to talk about money, which can often be a really difficult one. Sometimes in the beginning stages of a relationship, we don't talk about money, we make lots of assumptions. And again, it's something that can start to become a bit of an issue further down the line. So don't be afraid of that topic. Talk about it, set boundaries. If you're not sure about who's paying for what and whether, people are sort of okay with that, again, say it out loud. Absolutely don't be afraid of that topic, because it can come back to sort of bite you in the arse further down the line. So establish that habit and that routine of talking about money as you move through your relationship. The new couples counselling tip for today is called Ditch the Fairy Tale. That might sound really unromantic, so just bear with me. The first stage of a relationship we sometimes call the honeymoon period, but actually it's almost a bit of a love drug stage. Oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, our brain chemistry is just going completely crazy. It's an amazing feeling. It's a legal high, but of course that stage can't last. So it's really important that when we kind of almost get to the end of the love drug stage or the honeymoon period, that we can be accepting of that and move on to the next stage, rather than wrestling with trying to keep that honeymoon period. That's our 4th counselling tip. Ditch the fairy tale, and more couples counselling tips will follow. And I hope they've been useful so far. And do let me know your thoughts in the comments.